Hey guys, just working in the shop today on my 1 ton. I just wanted to share something with you quick. So this thing's got 465,000 kilometers on it, and I'm unsure of the history of the front end, but long story short, it's been a really good truck. In fact, believe it or not, these are the factory front brakes that come out of this today. Probably you call bullshit. These are the rotors. There's a little bit of a lip there. They're really pretty good for almost 500,000 clicks. Anyway, the reason for this video is the other day I was driving, and when I veered a little bit to the right and then cut back left, it vaguely sounded like rumble strips. So I was like, well, maybe a wheel bearing is going out of it. But so I jacked it up and I couldn't really feel any play in the bearing. There was some in the ball joints which were also doing. But really I couldn't, like I spun the tire, didn't feel bad. And I couldn't really feel much play. And so I hummed and hawed, and in the end I ended up dropping the 1,900 bucks. Gonna do everything: front new wheel bearings, front brakes, ball joints, U joints, and rebuild the calipers, all sorts of stuff. The reason that I wanted to share this with you though is because honestly I was really on the fence about doing them, because it didn't seem like there was any play, and it did have a little bit of a noise which I wasn't 100% sure what it was. But at this point I'm glad I did them, because so I ended up going through pissing around and I got the hub apart, because they are not designed to come apart, but I got it apart. And here is the bearing race of the inner bearing. And as you can see, it is absolutely dicked. It's toast. It's completely garbage. I unreal how bad that bearing is. And no, granted, it was making the rumble strip noise, so if your truck's doing that, I suggest you have a look at it. Driving straight, it didn't make any noise. Going slow, it didn't make any noise. It was only at highway speed with a slight veer. Like I said, I veered a little bit to the right and then gradually back left, and then it made a bit of a rumble strip noise. Kind of what it sounded like to me. And that bearing is shot, which I was really glad to see, because I really didn't want to drop 400. Well, with both of them, it's closer to $800 on wheel bearings if I didn't need them. But at this point, I'm really glad I spent the money now, because these bearings are shot. There was so much metal gone through it, it even wore the, you can see right there, it's actually wore the plastic bearing races down. Yes, they are plastic bearing races. You can see, I guess you can't really see, but yes. It's just plastic. So yeah, that was the inner one. Like closest, that race is when it's in the truck. This side's closest to the differential, and that's the one that's bad. So I just thought I'd share that with anybody. If you're, you know, a lot of times, sometimes wheel bearings, you know, they crap out and it's pretty obvious because there's slop or they're growly. But when this truck was jacked up and spun the tire by hand, it didn't really make any noise, and I was really second guessing whether I should spend that much money on the truck. But yeah, it was definitely time. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.